Listen, really quickly, a lot of y'all been inboxing me. Some of you have been texting me, asking me what is going on, what is up with this video that Martell Holt has decided to post today. I really don't know. I have no idea where his mind is, why the hell he done took it to social media at that. However, since he keeps saying he got some stuff to get off his chest and he got to put the truth out and all of that, then I'm gonna get some stuff off my chest too. Like, it's not gonna be no one-sided anything ever. So I'm waiting just like y'all, and I'm waiting to hear what his truth is, so that way I can go ahead and put my truth out as well. You know what I'm saying? And my truth gonna be the truth. So I'm waiting like you guys. I don't know what he's thinking. Kind of disappointed, to be honest, because I thought we had gotten past the whole going to social media thing, but it's all good. But y'all can stop inboxing me, because I don't know. I'm waiting too.
Martell Holt is back in the spotlight once again, and this time he's bringing actor Harper into his never-ending drama. What started as tension between Martell and his ex-wife, Melody Shari, has now grown into something much bigger. Martell is making new claims that could shake things up for everyone involved. If you thought the drama between Martell and Melody had finally cooled down, think again. His latest accusations are pulling fresh names into the mix and stirring up more gossip than ever. The big questions are, what exactly is Martell saying about Harper? And is there any truth to his story? Or is this just another attempt to hurt Melody's image? Let's break down what's really going on. We've seen Martell go down this road before. He has a long history of making bold claims, especially when it comes to Melody. But this time, he's raising the stakes. He's not just pointing fingers at his ex-wife.
You should be shaking your dang on head at yourself. I ain't did. You always doing. You was doing 3 days ago in Houston. What is you blowing up and saying all these inaccuracies for to these people? You always doing that. You always doing. No, it ain't accurate. No, it's not actually accurate. You said to me that when we were married, I was going to hotels cheating on you. That's a goddamn lie.
I didn't say you wanted this.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say that you was.
Yes, you did.
And
you've said it multiple times.
There's a possibility, because like me.
Well, we know you was cheating.
It's okay. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Not sorry.
I knew they was going to destroy what we had. All this. It wouldn't have been like it is.
He's bringing Harper, a respected actor and businessman, into the conversation. According to Martell, Melody and Hill have been involved in some questionable business deals. So far, he hasn't shared any proof or solid evidence. But if you followed Martell's behavior over the years, you know he doesn't always need proof to start drama. His goal often seems to be to make Melody look bad in the public eye. That's not all, though. Martell is also hinting that there might be more between Melody and Hill than just business. He's suggesting that their relationship could be personal, maybe even romantic. While he hasn't said this outright, the way he phrases things makes it sound like he's trying to plant that idea in people's minds. And of course, Martell's biggest point is the same one he's made before, that Melody isn't as perfect as she seems. He's trying to convince people that she's been putting on a good girl act while doing things behind the scenes that don't match her image. But the real question is, does Martell actually have any proof? Or is this another one of his attempts to bring Melody down? Before we go any further, let's look at how Melody and Hill even know one another, and why Martell might care so much about it. Harper isn't just any celebrity. He's a successful actor, author, and businessman. Many people know him from his roles on television, but he's also made a name for himself in real estate and technology. Beyond that, Hill is known for his activism and community work. Melody, on the other hand, has been focused on building her own empire since her divorce from Martell. She's grown her real estate company, started her music career,
focused, and then those Scots had to take me out of my... they had to take me out of there.
And launched several other ventures. She's made it clear that she's determined to succeed without relying on anyone else, because both Hill and Melody work in business and real estate. It's natural that they've crossed paths at professional events. They've been spotted at conferences, networking gatherings, and charity functions. In photos and videos, they look comfortable around each other, which isn't unusual for people who move in the same business circles. Still, some fans have wondered whether there's more to their connection. Are they simply business associates, or is there something deeper going on? Martell clearly wants people to believe it's the latter. Rumors really started flying after photos and short clips surfaced online showing Melody and Hill at multiple events together. They seemed friendly, smiling and chatting like close colleagues. For many people, it looked perfectly normal. But for others, and especially for Martell, it was an opportunity to stir up speculation. Some fans think Hill and Melody are simply two hard-working professionals supporting each other's goals. Others, however, believe their relationship might go beyond business. If that's true, why would they keep it private? The answer could be simple. Maybe they just don't want their friendship to be dragged into the kind of drama Martell is now creating. It's also possible that they are collaborating on something business-related that hasn't been announced yet. Either way, Martell's claims have now put a bright spotlight on their relationship, forcing people to talk about it whether they want to or not. So why is Martell suddenly so concerned about Melody and Hill Harper's connection? Is he truly trying to expose the truth? Or does he have another reason for speaking out now? If we look back at Martell's recent career, things haven't exactly been going smoothly for him. When he and Melody were still married, they were one of reality TV's favorite power couples. Their appearances on Love and Marriage, Huntsville helped both of them build a fan base and successful brands. But after their messy breakup and divorce, everything changed. While Melody moved forward with grace, focusing on her business and personal growth, Martell struggled to maintain a positive public image. His reputation took a major hit after his affair became public and resulted in a child outside of his marriage. Since then, his name has been surrounded by controversy.
Being a victim all the time.
Ooh,
it gets on my nerves.
So everybody just heard everything Martell said, and Martell said I'm playing the victim.
I wish one day people will see the person that you really are.
And many fans have lost patience with him. Every time Martell has an opportunity to rebuild his image, he seems to make choices that drag him backward instead of helping him grow. It's no secret that he feels frustrated watching Melody succeed. She's winning brand deals, expanding her real estate company, and building a fan base that supports her independence. Meanwhile, Martell seems to be stuck in the past, constantly talking about his ex and looking for ways to make her look bad. If you've been following Martell for a while,
I just hate that this narrative is going around and, bloggers picking things up and, certain people trying to destroy me. But it's not going to happen, though. I'm not going to allow it to happen.
You've probably noticed a pattern. Every time Melody reaches a new level of success, Martell finds a way to insert himself into her story. When she releases new music or announces a new project, he suddenly appears online making comments or dropping hints about her personal life. It happens almost like clockwork. When she's thriving, he finds a way to pull her back into drama. Now that Melody has been seen with Hill Harper, Martell is using that connection to get people talking again. But the question remains, does he have any proof of the things he's saying? So far, the answer seems to be no. Here's the biggest problem with Martell's accusations. He hasn't shown any evidence. In the world of celebrity gossip, words without proof don't go very far. Martell has made several claims about Melody in the past, but every time people ask him to back them up, he changes the subject or disappears for a while. If he truly had solid proof that Melody and Hill were doing something wrong, wouldn't he have shown it by now? Instead, all we've seen are vague comments, suspiciously timed social media posts, and a lot of guessing from fans. This makes it hard to take his words seriously. Without receipts, his claims come across as jealous and desperate rather than credible. It also doesn't help that Martell has a personal reason to want to bring Melody down. If he can make people doubt her honesty or question her relationships, it distracts from his own mistakes. But that strategy ain't working the way he probably hoped. If Martell expected fans to rally behind him, he miscalculated. Social media has been full of people calling him out for trying to create more drama. Many viewers of Love and Marriage, Huntsville are tired of seeing him play the victim while constantly attacking Melody. On Twitter and Instagram, the reactions have been blunt. One fan wrote, "Martell needs to move on. He's still acting like a bitter ex." Another commented, "If you don't have proof, don't speak." People aren't falling for his tactics anymore. They see the pattern and they're calling it out. Some even noted that Melody hasn't responded to any of Martell's recent comments, which speaks volumes. One fan summed it up perfectly, "Melody ain't even thinking about you. Martell, let her live." It's clear that Melody has moved forward, focusing on her career and peace of mind. Meanwhile, Martell seems stuck in a loop of anger and jealousy. This constant drama could do more than just damage Martell's reputation. It might also affect his future on love and marriage. Huntsville, reality TV thrives on conflict, but even producers have their limits. Audiences want drama? Yes, but they also want authenticity. If Martell keeps making unproven accusations, it could make him look too toxic for the show. Networks don't want someone who ruins credibility or makes the storylines feel forced. Martell has already had clashes with several of his co-stars, and those relationships have become strained over time. If he continues burning bridges, it might reach a point where he no longer fits into the cast dynamic. Even behind the scenes, production teams may be growing tired of dealing with his behavior. If viewers lose interest in his storylines or start skipping his segments, that could hurt ratings, and the network might decide to cut ties. If that happens, it would be a major blow to Martell's public career. He built his fame through the show, and losing that platform would make it even harder for him to stay relevant. So, what's the truth here? Is Martell uncovering something real, or is he just grasping for attention again? Right now, there's no proof that Melody and Harper have done anything wrong. Sure, they may share a close friendship or professional relationship, but that's far from scandalous. If there were truly something serious going on, someone would have produced solid evidence by now. Instead, all we have are Martell's words and his timing, which always seems to coincide with Melody's success. That makes it hard to believe his motives are genuine. Many people think Martell is just trying to keep his name in the headlines. Whenever attention starts to fade, he seems to find a new way to stir things up. But that strategy is starting to backfire. At the end of the day, this situation says more about Martell than it does about Melody or Harper. Melody has continued to grow her businesses, raise her children, and build a positive image for herself. She rarely responds to the negativity. That quiet confidence makes her look even stronger. Martell, on the other hand, keeps getting caught up in the same cycle: jealousy, accusations, and damage control. Fans who once supported him are now turning away, saying they're tired of seeing the same behavior. If he doesn't change his approach soon, this could end up being one of the biggest mistakes of his career. So here's the bottom line. Martell Holt is once again stirring up drama, this time dragging Harper into the mix and making bold claims about Melody Shari. But until he provides real evidence, it's hard to take him seriously. Melody and seem to be doing just fine, focusing on their work and ignoring the noise. Meanwhile, Martell's attempts to stay relevant through controversy might end up doing more harm than good. If he wants to rebuild his image, he'll need to stop trying to bring others down and start focusing on his own growth. Because right now, the public is losing patience, and even the reality TV world might be ready to move on without him.